it's Julia. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is pink. Ever since I saw Raw Beauty Kristi do this one video where she did an extremely pink makeup look, I was like, okay, I want to do that too. Today I wanted to do something really crazy featuring the pink wig that's making its return today, but I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's a crazy makeup look. Obviously you can pare it down and just do the eye look if you want to make it like more wearable. I'm taking it to the extreme today and just doing a very, very pink makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Oh my god, that's not how you wink! And happy Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Okay, I'm just gonna start off with skin prep because I am gonna be putting a lot of makeup on my face, so I just want to be clear.
I'm Roxy Andrews and I'm here to make it clear. I'm
gonna use my Trader Joe's ROSEWATER facial toner. Yeah, at this point, I don't feel like I have to talk about this anymore. You already know. Alright, so for foundation, I wanted to test out the BECCA Skin Love Glow Elixir. Not a foundation, but it's kind of like a primer slash foundation mixer. You're supposed to like drop some of this into foundation and then like make it glowy, I guess. They said to use it with a BECCA foundation. For the sake of testing it out, I'm gonna use the BECCA Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream. This is like really thick and just not very easy to blend out, so I figure mixing some of this in might make it a little bit easier to work with. So I'm just gonna do a squirt of the foundation. I've got one pump on the back of my hand. I'm gonna let's do 2 drops of the Glow Elixir. I really hope these mix together well because right now it's looking kind of weird and streaky, but still quite thick as well, so. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of slap it onto my face. This glow potion thing kind of smells eucalyptus-y. It has a really nice, like, light, pleasant scent. Not to a point where I feel like if you are sensitive to scents, you're gonna hate this one. Like the Huda foundation is like
so powerful. It
kind of smells like nice skincare. So I don't mind the scent at all, just kind of observing things. I don't feel like this is being very dewy. Okay, so I low-key, no, high-key look insane. Concealer, I don't really have anything new to use. I'm just gonna use the Hello Fab Avocado Concealer from First Aid Beauty. I love this one so, so much. So I use shades 2 and 1 combined. I don't really know what to talk to you guys about. Whenever I sit down to do like a chatty get ready with me, I don't have any like pre-planned topics I want to touch on. I just kind of like word vomit, I guess. So, yeah, personal life is going okay. I'm honestly just at a point in my life where there's like so many different things that could happen and so many crossroads. I'm incredibly stressed as always, just like not to a point where I feel like none of it's worth it. I still feel like that stress is getting me somewhere and kind of motivating me to work, but there's like a fine line between that and it just being like way too much. And then here on my beauty channel, I'm having trouble like keeping a consistent uploading schedule. I'm kind of like struggling to balance that kind of work-life thing, so just thought I'd update you guys on personal life because I don't really like to talk about it that much on my channel. I never really like to open up just because I feel like A, there's a lot of things that are private that I don't necessarily want to share online, and B, it's just like the more personality and stuff that you put out there, the more there is for people to kind of, I guess, use against you, which is not a good mentality to be in, and I think that's kind of stemming from what's going on in the beauty community right now. Which, by the way, I want to touch on. I'm not actually going to be contouring my cheekbones today because we are doing that with blush, but I'm going to use a little bit of cream contour for my nose. This is the ANASTASIA Beverly Hills Stick Contour in the shade Mink. Mink as in, I can't believe people still think that there's such thing as cruelty-free mink lashes. I just finished watching the Jake Paul Shane Dawson series. I don't freaking know how Shane Dawson did it, but he kind of made me feel bad for Jake Paul. It's amazing. Like, I never like to think of myself as someone who's extremely judgmental. I'm always like, I try to be very open to people's ideas, whether or not they necessarily agree with mine or not. I never hated Jake Paul. I don't really hate anybody on earth, but I just was kind of jumping onto that like train of dislike. And I think the series did humanize him a lot, which is good. I think nobody deserves to be treated as anything like less than human. And a lot of people were just bashing on him like he's not a real person, which I think is not cool at all. So that series was really cool to watch, definitely eye-opening, and there were a lot of flaws within the series, I'm not gonna pretend that it was like, oh my gosh, this perfect piece of entertainment, but that's any piece of entertainment, like any film, any TV show, there's definitely gonna be like some holes in it or just something wrong with it, and everything deserves a little bit of constructive criticism, but overall I think it was a really, really good series and definitely very interesting. So I'm excited to see what Shane Dawson does next, because I've loved all his docu-series so far. And now to set my face, I'm gonna go in with the Pure Balancing Act mattifying powder, just to kind of set everything in place. Honestly, I'm just kind of going through the steps of the complexion part because I'm really excited to get to like the eyes and then the lips and just do the pink thing. Alright, real quick before I forget, I'm just going to do my brows with the Anastasia Dip Brow in Ash Brown before I forget, because I look really crazy right now. I don't have a pink brow pomade because A, I don't really want to have pink brows right now, and B, the only person who makes pink brow pomade is Kat Von D, and we know how I feel.
The tea is exceptionally good today.
Now is where the fun starts. So I'm gonna take my Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Fix and just use it to prime my eyes. Just in general, I feel like I'm in a good place, like content-wise, not just like with views and stuff, but I'm really proud of like the videos I have been putting out. Even though my upload schedule has been a bit sparser, I've just really been enjoying the content I've been filming. Maybe that's like the thing, because during summer I felt like I had so much time to film videos that I was just filming so many, whereas now because I like don't have as much time to film, I have to kind of like pick and choose and pick my favorite topics to talk about when I do film. So alright, so to start off this pink eye look, I'm going to use the Pinky Rose Transition palette. I'm using a bunch of different eyeshadow palettes in this video. I think I have 3 down here right now, so we're just gonna kind of jump between palettes. This isn't so much a like video focused on the products themselves, but just kind of chatting with you guys and also creating something really fun. So I'm gonna start off with the shade here called Transition. It's just a blush pink transition, and I'm just kind of brushing this right above where like the eye socket of my eyeball is. So you can kind of see when you tilt your eyes down where your eye socket ends and where your like eyeball starts. So the bone is right here, and this is the socket. So that is where I'm going to be focusing the shadow. So I'm kind of just flicking out that blush pink color to the outer edge. And that's what I really love about these like graphic looks, is you can go as freaking dramatic as you want. So I'm just kind of like winging out the shadow. I'm going to be bringing like blush onto my cheeks anyway, so I want it to be like really, really bold. And I feel like that's a really pretty soft effect. This blends really easily, and it has this nice like rosy pink flush to it. So I could kind of just stop here and I would have a nice like simple basic eye look, but today we are going way beyond that. Now I'm gonna jump into the JUVIA'S Place Festival palette and gonna go into the shade that actually inspired this entire like look. Besides Raw Beauty Christie, I saw her do a pink look kind of like this one. I'm taking it like a tiny bit like differently, but kind of similar concepts. I'm gonna use the shade here called EYESHADOW, which is this beautiful like bright hot pink shade. I don't have anything like this in my collection. And I'm just gonna fluff this like everywhere. Again, I'm kind of using that like pack and blend technique that I taught you guys in the eyeshadow techniques video. That was a very fun video to film, by the way, but yeah, just kind of again doing a colorful eye look. So I'm using pretty much all the techniques, including the holding your brush at the end. That's my personal favorite. Alright, finally bouncing back into the Pinky Rose palette, I'm gonna go to the shade, I think I'm gonna go with Tulips right here. This is like a darker, kind of like magenta purplish pink. And this I'm gonna just pat right into the outer corner. We're gonna use this to kind of deepen up the look just slightly. Now, we're not really going for a lot of depth here. We're just kind of bringing a little bit of dimension to the outer corner without making it too like deviant from the monochromatic vibe that we're going for. Because I want this to be a completely pink look, and adding on like too much of this shade can kind of lean towards the purple side. So I want to do a bit of a cut crease, so I'm just going to go into my concealer and a nice flat shader brush. Now I'm gonna bounce into my Sugarpill Pro palette. I know, I'm just kind of like bouncing through different palettes. I'm gonna go into the white shade here called Taco to kind of set that concealer base. And then finally, I'm gonna go into the shade here called Dollipop, the nice hot pink. It's not quite as like vibrant and kind of like red toned as EDG from the Juvia's Place palette, but it's still really pretty and nice and vibrant. So I figure I'm just gonna pat that right where the edges of the shadow and the white mix. Back into that Juvia's Place palette, I'm gonna take the pink shade again and smoke out the lower lash line. Alright, I look like I have pink eye. That was not meant to be a pun, I swear, but I'm like not even mad about it. Just gonna throw on some mascara and then do my lashes. Kind of feels weird to be putting on lashes at the like kind of middle of this makeup look, but we'll move on to do the cheeks in a second. I'm using the AOA Studio Fat Lash Top Lash Mascara and then the Skinny Lash Bottom Lash Mascara. For lashes, I'm going to use the Velvet 59 Luxury Vegan Lashes in the style MILLIE. These are like really fluffy, just really pretty lashes. I'm going to go into the Natural Face Palette by Too Faced. There's a blush in here called Pink Wink, which I think is going to be perfect for this look. It's a hot pink shade. And I'm actually going to use it to contour. I've never contoured with a blush before, but I figured this could be a fun place to start. So just going to dip into the shade here and go to town, I guess. Oh my god. So I'm just kind of like covering my like cheekbone area with this pink shade. It's kind of like a blush transition shade for what I'm going to use as my actual blush, but it's really, really pretty. Okay. Okay, I kind of look sunburned, but like not mad about it. Now for blush, I'm gonna use the Juvia's Place palette and go into that pink shade. And that is what I'm using on my cheeks. It's gonna be very cohesive with the eye look, which I think is really pretty. Just kind of stamping it on. That is bright. And that is what I love about this kind of like theatrical makeup, is that this is obviously not like a wearable look. I wouldn't wear this on the everyday, but this is kind of what I love about YouTube, is that you can just kind of be very, very creative. I think something that's missing in the beauty community is just that love for doing things for the sake of doing things.
I think you should experience it. You always say I want to experience things, but I don't think you actually want to experience things because you would experience it if you wanted to experience things. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm doing a tutorial for a really crazy pink look that no one would ever wear, but whoever's watching, you're watching because you love creativity, or maybe you just like watching people that you really connect with. And I feel like that is exactly what the community needs to get back to. The beauty community is in shambles, but it's not just the influencers' fault. I think it's everyone else's fault too. Highlighter, I'm gonna use the OFRA NIKKILTUTORIALS collab in the shade Cloud 9. This is a beautiful like duochrome pink tone highlighter, and you've been seeing me use it as a mirror for the entire video. Oh, yes, that completes everything. This looks so good. I'm shaking. I'm just gonna cover my upper lip and my nose in it, maybe my brow bone a bit as well, and let's hit the inner corner. The final makeup item I'm going to use is the Fenty Beauty Mademoiselle lipstick in the shade Candy Venom. This is a hot pink shade. Alright, so here's the completed makeup look, but we're not done yet. Hair time. Alright guys, so that concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this extremely pink transformation. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. This was really fun to film. I just had a lot of fun creating this look, and it's something I've wanted to do for a while, but I was like, it's too extra, they're gonna hate it. I don't really care. But at the end of the day, this is creativity, and what better month to do it than in Halloween. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and make sure you're also following me down below on Instagram to see makeup looks kind of like this one posted every single day. Make sure you're following me there as well to see all my Halloween looks. I've done, counting this one, I think this is 4. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, giving you guys all my love in the form of a big pink heart. Sorry. And if you made it to the very end of this video, I love you so much. Bye.